Nancy Pelosi was furious, quite frankly, that Trump launched this airstrikes that killed Soleimani without informing Congress in advance. On late Sunday evening, she did send a letter. It was about a page and a half long to House Democrats, and it was she announced in the letter that the House will vote next week on a war powers resolution that could limit Trump's ability to pursue any military action against Iran. In this letter, she said that the strike that killed Soleimani was provocative and disproportionate military airstrike. She said that it endangers our service members, diplomats, and others, and risking serious escalation in tensions with Iran. In the letter, she said, as members of Congress, our first responsibility is to keep the American people safe. For this reason, we are concerned that the administration took this action without the consultation of Congress and without the respect for Congress's war powers granted to it in the Constitution. So you can expect some action on Capitol Hill and in the House of Representatives this week as the Democrats and the powerful Speaker of the House try to hold Trump to account for his actions there. The Democrats in the House are also wanting to get more information on the justification that the administration says that they have, the intelligence that the administration says that they have on why they thought that this strike killing Soleimani was so necessary and the so-called imminent threat that Soleimani posed. So expect to see some political wrangling on Capitol Hill this week here in Washington.
Yeah, Gabe, and meanwhile, President Trump has been threatening to sanction Iraq and also insists he may hit Iran's cultural sites. What more has he been saying there?
Yeah, Trump did not speak to reporters on camera when he left his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida coming back to Washington, but he did speak to reporters off camera on Air Force One. And he said that the U.S. has spent trillions of dollars building bases in Iraq, and that if Iraq kicked the U.S. out of that country, that he would expect that Iraq would repay the United States. And he said if they didn't, the U.S. would level sanctions against Iraq that he said would pale in comparison to the current sanctions against Iran. So he's not only ramping up the rhetoric and escalating the situation with Iran, but now also with Iraq as well. Also on the cultural sites, the president told reporters that he would consider striking Iranian cultural sites. This is a little bit of what the president is quoted as saying. He said, they're allowed to kill our people. They're allowed to torture and maim our people. They're allowed to use roadside bombs and blow up our people. And we're not allowed to touch their cultural site? It doesn't work that way. Those are the words from President Trump, raising really the eyebrows of a lot of people, because striking a cultural site is a war crime, according to the 1954 Hague Convention that the U.S. signed on to. It should be noted that the UN has identified 24 locations in Iran that are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So Trump really threatening not only Iraq with these sanctions, but also threatening Iran as well on multiple levels.